Okay, today we are going to attempt to make a 5-song record using a single persona's voice. We're going to see if it can carry over across all 5 songs. And I've found a trick that may work for doing this. We'll get into that in a little bit. So I've already made the lyrics. Here, we can open this up here. I've already defined the album concept, and I've already defined each song's concept. You don't have to do either of those. I just figured, why not? But we do have to write lyrics and choose a style, or at least write the lyrics. We can play with the style later. And I'm going to be writing story-driven lyrics. Now, I've already written all the lyrics for the 5 different songs. And let's see, actually, I can show you the concept for this record is growth. And under growth, we're going to have 5 songs. One is going to be kind of the seedling stage, and then the second song is taking roots, trying to kind of deal with pushing into the ground. It's kind of it's hard to do in life. And then third is it starts to bloom, so once we got our roots, then we can bloom. And that's when we're really starting to get going in life and have some fun, I guess. And then later in life, we're starting to reach even further and really getting bigger now and stuff, and having some gratitude for everything that we've been able to accomplish and all the help we've gotten and whatnot. And finally, the seasons, that's more of like being at peace with what we've done in our lives. And so those are the 5 concepts that we are working with, and I've written all the lyrics for them now. So, and next we got to choose a persona or a voice. Now, I went with a persona that is called Female Famous Modern Sound Pop. Now, if this wasn't here, let's just clear this out. What you want to do first is go up to persona, click on persona, and then pick something that has kind of generic first words in the style part of the persona information right here. So I'm going to go with female famous modern sounding pop with hit song, because it's kind of a generic first 2 words. We'll get into that later. But I'm going to select this, and this is what would populate. This was already in there, but this is what would populate if this were brand new and this were empty. And there's the hit song part that we're going to want for later. And the rest of it is girl singer, indie rock, and whatnot. Okay, and then down here in the advanced options, oops, there we go. We're selecting female, and I'm going to put style influence at 100 all the way, and weirdness pretty low, and the audio influence pretty low also from the original song. And that's how we are going to start. Now, I've already taken the first lyrics and put them up in here. So we've got all these ready to go. And we just have to figure out what we're going to call this song. So I'm just going to call this Breaking Out of My Shell. So let's go down to the title and call this Breaking Out of My Shell. All right, and let's hit create. We'll do 4 tracks. We'll hit create twice, and that'll give us 4 tracks. And this will be kind of the baseline to understand what our vocalist sounds like. Okay, so those are going to start working away, start building. In the meantime, let's get the next song prepared. And we're now down to step 5, create songs in Suno. We've chosen the persona, and we are now starting to create the songs in Suno. And we're using the advanced options and styles field. We are going to create unique styles for each song, but in a kind of a weird way. And I'll tell you about that later. We've already adjusted the weirdness, style influence, and audio influence sliders right up here in the advanced options. We chose female, and yeah, we've chose the voice. It's going to be female for these 5 songs. But we are going to try to change the style over those 5 songs. We're not just sticking to this exact same style. And that's where the trickery comes in to get it to work. You know, a lot of times pop singers will try different genres, you know. It's not so set in stone like I am just grunge or I am just rap. You know, sometimes they fluctuate. They go between different styles. And that's what we are going to do too. All right, so song 2 is the Roots song. And it's about my struggles in a dangerous gang-filled environment that just wants me to vanish and get out of my own way, or get out of the way. It's like I don't fit in. I don't feel like I fit in somewhere. And that's some of the toughness of being young and trying to find your place in the world and stuff. So we have this as rap vocals here. And this is song 2. Let's copy this. Copy, go up to the lyrics, remove those lyrics, and put in these lyrics. Okay, now, here's where we get a little tricky, a little off the normal path for what I would usually do. We're going to try removing all of this except for, maybe we'll just leave in hit song and girl singer, and we're just going to say pop, rap, pop and rap. So hopefully it introduces some rap, but that there's also some pop elements in it too. All right, we're going to keep it real simple like that. We're just going to use very basic styles to fill out the other 4 songs. Okay, and we do have to change the title of the song. So let's see, what are we calling this thing? This is going to be, let's see, Growing Through the Cracks. Let's call this Growing Through the Cracks. Growing Through the Cracks. Okay. And we're going to keep the advanced options the same for all these next coming up songs. Let's just hit create and create. And we'll move on to song 3. This song is going to be an upbeat pop song about finally feeling like we're establishing ourselves. We're getting in the groove of life. We're kind of getting our life on track. So this is the Bloom song. This is the song of blooming in life. So let's copy the lyrics and come up to the lyrics, clear out the other ones, and paste. All right. And under style, again, we'll leave hit song and girl singer there, but now we're going to do modern pop song. Okay. Okay, and again, keeping it very simple, advanced options the same. And this title, what are we going to call this title? I'm on track. We're going to call this one I'm on track. And I'm just taking that from the first line of the chorus. I'm on track. I'm on fire. Those would both be good. You're the rhythm inside. That'd be good too, the last line. In fact, sometimes that's even a better choice because sometimes that repeats. You're the rhythm inside. Actually, let's use You're the Rhythm Inside. You're the rhythm inside. Okay. Alrighty. That's song number 3. And yeah, that should be good. Okay, next song is all about like being grateful. We've reached a nice point in life, and we feel grateful for all that we've accomplished and all the help we've gotten and how our life is turning out. This is the Reach song of within our growth concept. And so we will delete that and paste that in there. And we're going to remove modern pop. And what should we... acoustic soul. Let's just say acoustic. Just acoustic. We want to keep it really simple. On the last one I said modern pop. That might have been too much, but we'll see if the voice holds up. Okay, so hit song, girl singer, acoustic. All right, and then this song can be called Thanks for All I Have. Oh, here we go. Open Hands. Let's call this Open Hands. Okay, and keeping the advanced options the same, let's create and create. Okay, and finally, song 5 of our song. This is going to be a much more kind of laid back song. We'll see what we can do. We do want to keep the style very simple though. Otherwise, see, when we don't keep it simple, what I noticed is that it will start to change the voice the more complicated we make the rest of the style. So, and we want to use a little bit of the original song. That's why we're holding on to hit song and girl singer for each one of these. So that's kind of like our anchor for the voice. And then we just adjust it a little bit with 1 or 2 extra words just to push it into a new genre, but not so hard that it starts to change the voice also. This is my theory. I've tried it with a male vocal. It seemed to work. Now I'm going to try it with a female vocalist. All right, so here's the last song. What is this? This is going to be a very peaceful song. It's about finding I never was, and there was just the unfolding of life, and no one is controlling it. It's all just unfolding within. Kind of like, kind of woo-woo. But I think a lot of people are into Zen and Buddhism and those kind of concepts these days. So this is kind of our the take for this last song here, our season song. So let's copy this. Yeah. Copy. Come up to lyrics. Remove those. Paste in the new ones. All right. And this song will be called Unfolding in Our Eyes. Unfolding in Our Eyes. I usually just go for either the first or the last line in the chorus. That seems to be a good place to find a decent title for songs in general. All right, now let's start listening to the first song. See what it sounds like. See what the vocalist sounds like and what the style sounds like. Okay, I don't want to spend too much time because we got 20 different songs. So that's what the vocalist sounds like. Let's see if it sounds similar. So far it sounds similar.
I was living in the quiet, gray walls safe from the storm.
Okay, that sounds like very close.
I was living in the quiet.
Okay, sounds like the same.
You do, you do, you do.
And these should all sound the same because it had the full original style.
I was living in the quiet, gray walls safe from the storm. Ooh. Dreams are folded in my pocket.
Okay, cool. So all four of those sounded like the same singer to me. And now we're going to go through and check out the pop rap version and see how this sounds.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Concrete veins, running cold through my block. Dreams in a headlock, time on the clock. People vanish like whispers, no name, no trace. Try to plan peace, but it cracks in this place. They told me fit in the phase, so I learned to disguise. Smile with my mouth while I'm bleeding inside. Every corner got a story, every...
So the rap part isn't going to sound like the singer, but let's see what like the pre-chorus chorus sounds like.
siren a song, you learn quick what's right when the world feels wrong.
Oh, I've been reaching through the smoke. Oh, for a reason not to choke. Every scar that pulled me down is turning into solid ground. Oh, I'm growing through the cracks they made.
Rain falls heavy, but I'm not afraid. They can bury me deep, but I've got roots. I rise from the pain, that's what truth do.
I'm growing through the cracks they made.
Okay, that sounds pretty good. Let's listen to this previous one real quick.
You do, you do, you do. Living in the quiet.
Okay, so that sounds pretty good to me. I think that sounds like about the same person. All right, here's song 2 of the rap.
Yeah.
Concrete veins running cold through my block. Dreams in a headlock. Time on the clock. People vanish like whispers in the face. So I learned that this corner got a story. Every siren of the world feels wrong.
Oh, I've been reaching through the smoke for a reason not to choke. Every scar that pulled me down is turning into solid ground. I'm growing through the cracks they made. Rain falls heavy, but I'm not afraid.
Okay, so this one sounds a little different to me. It doesn't sound exactly like the same artist. But again, it might be, we might only get 25% of these to work for us, maybe 50% of them to work for us. That's the trick when trying to get the persona's voice to carry over into different genres. All right, let's try the third one.
Hey, 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 hey.
Concrete veins running race. Try to plan peace. Every siren a song.
I've been reaching through the smoke for a reason not to choke. Every scar that pulled me down is turning into solid ground. I'm growing through the cracks they made. Rain falls heavy, but I'm not afraid. They can bury.
So that sounds closer. All right, let's go to the next song.
Yeah, concrete veins running cold through my block. Dreams in the headlock. With my mouth while I'm bleeding inside. Every corner got a story. Every siren a song. You learn quick what's right when the world feels wrong.
Oh, I've been reaching through the smoke for a reason not to choke. Every scar that pulled me down is turning into solid ground. Oh, growing through the cracks they made. Rain falls heavy, but I'm not afraid. They can bury me deep, but I got roots. I rise from the pain.
Okay, now let's listen to a previous.
Now I'm seeing in directions I never even knew.
Okay, so that sounds pretty close. That sounds pretty close. So I would say 2 to 3 of those in the rap genre, rap pop genre, would be sound similar to the first voice. It's a different genre, so they're not going to sound the same. They have different effects. They have different kind of ways about which they're trying to sing and stuff like that. Okay, so song number 3. So we are on the Roots. Now we're going to Bloom, and now Bloom is a part of life where you're pretty happy about life and stuff, and everything's kind of starting to pick up and go your way for the first time ever. You know, you got your first job, you're making money, all that kind of good stuff. Life is starting to make sense to you. And that's what this one is going to be called. You're the Rhythm Inside.
I used to chase the daylight, always one step slow, tripping on my worries, scared to let it show. Then I saw you in the sunlight, laughing in the rain. Now I'm running with the rhythm, never feel the same. Every breath feels brand new, everything points to you.
Okay, now let's go back to the original songs here. Let's see. Let's try this one.
Now I'm seeing in directions.
That sounds really close. So I'm going to give that a thumbs up. We're going to move to the next one.
I used to chase the daylight, always one step slow, tripping on my worries, scared to let.
Okay, that sounds really good too. That sounds very similar. Next one.
I used to chase the daylight, always one step slow, tripping on my worries, scared to let it show. Then I saw you in the sunlight, laughing in the rain. Now I'm running with the rhythm, never feel the same. Every breath feels brand new, everything points to you. You lift me up and I finally see life was just waiting for me. I'm on track, I'm on fire, every beat takes me higher. I'm in love, I'm alive, you're the reason I vibe. Yeah, I'm on track, I'm on fire, every beat takes me higher. I'm in love.
Okay.
Hey.
All right, these all sound pretty good so far.
I used to chase the daylight, always one step slow, tripping on my worries, scared to let it show. Then I saw you in the sunlight, laughing in the rain. Now I'm running with the rhythm, never feel the same. Every breath feels brand new, everything points to you. You lift me up and I finally see life was just waiting for me. I'm on track, I'm on fire, every beat takes me higher. I'm in love, I'm alive, you're the reason I vibe. Yeah, I'm on track, I'm on fire, every beat takes me higher. I'm in love, I'm alive, you're the rhythm inside.
Okay, I'd probably pick this track. This sounds really good. So I'm just gonna thumbs up that one. I'm just gonna remove these other ones, just so I remember which is which later. All right, so song 4. It's called Open Hands. What are we doing with that? Okay, Open Hands. This is song 4. This is kind of when we're giving gratitude because we've had a pretty good life so far.
Hey, hey.
This is acoustic.
Open blinds, coffee, steam, peace of mind. Every scar, every tear I cried led me right here, still alive. I used to run, I used to hide. Now I just breathe, I just smile. The smallest things mean the most these days, like the way your silence stays. Oh, the rain taught me how to grow. The pain showed me what I know. So I give thanks for all I have. Every
Okay.
Morning light through the open blinds, coffee, steam, and peace of mind. Every scar, every tear I cried, led me right here, still alive. I used to run, I used to hide. Now I just breathe, I just smile. The smallest things mean the most these days, like the way your silence stays. Oh, the rain taught me how to grow. The pain showed me what I know. So I give thanks for all I have, every loss and every
Okay.
morning light through the open blinds, coffee, steam, and peace of mind. Every scar, every tear I cried led me right here, still alive. I used to run, I used to hide. Now I just breathe, I just smile. The smallest things mean the most these days, like the way your silence stays. The rain taught me how to grow. The pain showed me what I know. So I give thanks for all I have.
So this sounds a little different to me. Still sounds very good, but it sounds like it's drifting a little bit.
Hey, hey. Morning light through the open blinds, coffee, steam, and peace of mind. Every scar, every tear I cried led me right here, still alive.
Yeah, so when we go back to some of these other ones,
Let the colors pour through. Now I'm seeing in directions I never even knew. I can feel the world breathing. I just breathe, I just smile. The smallest things.
yeah, that sounds like it could be her, but she's adding that country vibe into it. Okay.
Used to run, I used to hide. Now I just breathe.
Yeah, so by adding acoustic into the style, it has a slight country vibe, you know. So, and maybe that's how she would sound with the country vibe. It sounds pretty similar to her, though. All right, and the last song is Unfolding in Our Eyes. This is supposed to be kind of a laid-back, gentle, I'm one with everything, the universe.
I followed rivers in the sky. Watch the years go drifting by. Thought I was steering through the tide, but it was you all this time. Oh, 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 it is.
Real slow, real gentle. That's what I was hoping to get. So that's nice.
Mountains rose and mountains fell. Every echo learned to tell. All my searching, all my trying. I days go drifting by. Thought I was steering through the tide, but it was you all this time. Yeah, 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 yeah. All the top of me. Mountains rose and
I forgot to change this one to something different. I apologize. This is still acoustic, but it sounds really great.
mountains fell.
I think it still fits the genre, or it still fits the last song. So I think it works. All right. So anyway, for the most part, I think across all 5 songs, we were able to hold on to the timbre of the singer's voice. Now, I think I would try to push it further next time, push the style further next time, because it didn't fluctuate as greatly as I'd hoped by just adding a single additional word or two in the styles field. So maybe that's what I'll do for the next 5-song album that I go for. And yeah, so cool.